Let's go back to the show.
Okay.
Do you feel like, because I watched the show,
Okay.
and we've met before and talked, do you feel like the show was a good representation of who you actually are? Or do you feel like they miss a little bit? Because it is hard to edit.
I'm really proud that they didn't manipulate anything I said or anything that I meant to say. And I've shared that with Mrs. Obama, that it stayed true to form to who I was. Okay. And after each taping, because we take like 3 months, they would ask me, is there anything you said that you don't want us to air? And there's maybe only 1 or 2 things that I could say, please never show that. And they said, you got it. So I really like working with that crew and being under higher ground with Mrs. Obama.
Yeah. So you were totally okay with old boy saying, you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies.
Now, he was a surprise because they set me up with him because he looked good on paper. He was a nuclear scientist. They figured I'd never dated a nerd. I had, but they thought it would be a great pairing. And then he shows up and he's like, what the heck is going on? And people ask me, why wasn't I upset? I'm like, because he was showing us who he was.
Yeah.
Nothing he said landed in me. And I thought, buckle up. He's getting ready to give us a show.
You had your popcorn. You're like, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they did him a favor. They cut out some of the worst things he said to me. They did him a favor.
What are some of the worst things that he did say to you?
So about the whole ghetto thing. He said I said, I can't be your fantasy. I don't match it. He said, well, I can teach you how. I'm going to slap a blonde wig on you and teach you how to cuss. So that's his definition of ghetto. A blonde woman, a black woman in a blonde wig that can cuss. And he was just saying all manner of things. He talked about people in Atlanta, like some of our celebrated Atlanta housewives said he'd met one of them. They made a pass of him. I thought, surely not. But anyway, he was just all over the place.
Yeah.
He talked about his ex-girlfriend all the time, like 6 or 7 times. I said, it sounds like you'd like to be back there. Oh, no. I was the one that ended that. I said, we need to give her a name. We've talked about her so much, we need to give her a name. Her name is Anita. Oh, yay, Anita. She made an impression. And then lastly, he told me about a date he went on with a woman here. She got inebriated. He went to pay the bill. When he came back, she said, I hope you talk to that trick or whatever. And she walked out of the restaurant. He had rode to the restaurant with her. And he thought, what am I going to do? I'm stranded. But he went outside. She was still there. I said, oh, that's so good. You were able to get those keys. He said, no. I was trying to talk my way back into the car because I figured she'd take me home and my brains out. This is the character that they set me up with on the first day. I said, so you care more about that than the fact. I said, okay, got it. Got it, sir. I got it.
Oh, my God. My heart hurt for you. But I think we all know a guy like that.
Do we?
We all kind of hide it. That one uncle.
I have not ever gone on a date that extreme.
Well, yeah, that was pretty intense. But I feel like we know that one person that's like, man, just insert shoe or foot into mouth. That was one of those situations. Was that pretty bad? Have you seen him since then?
No.
Oh.
But he slipped his last name up. I was ready. I looked him up. I know who he is. So.
That right there, when I tell you, when that guy, the look, I recorded that look. When you walked in, he was like, I was like, does he not like her? Does he like her? What's happening? That look he gave, I was concerned. But he looked good in person. I mean, on camera, he looked handsome. So I had high hopes.
Did you?
Not really.
You never know. You never know on the first date. That's why I try to encourage women not to go on the date thinking it's he the one.
Oh.
That's not the place for it. Go on the date to see what type of energy you generate together. Show up in your grace. And as he speaks, shake your head yes. That does not mean you agree. That means I hear you. So by the end of the date, men are encouraged to talk when they feel that peace. You don't have to ask 20 questions. You know immediately if you want to say yes or no by the end of that date. He's going to ask you out again.
Oop, that part. That part. Did you get any heavy criticism by being on that show?
I got mostly powerfully positive affirmations. The few criticisms, I had a guy tell me, yeah, you look like you're about 70. But it didn't bother me. I thought, if this is what 70 looks like, I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I had a few people tell me that I dressed like a hoochie, so no wonder he talked to me like that. And then there was one other. Oh, some people don't like how my daughter and I are dynamic.
Yeah.
They feel like she's pretty disrespectful.
What?
Yeah.
She's a grown-up. She has her own opinions.
So those are the 3 type of sort of negative responses.
Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. You never know what I might be in the comments. And also, thank you guys for continuing to watch.